We are here in Lipsey. We've had a lovely couple of days here in this anchorage. I didn't even film it, to be honest, because we've been filming literally everything lately, and I just felt like I needed a bit of a break. It was just so nice to be here and just relaxing and enjoying ourselves. And we went swimming and we went to the beach behind me there a couple of times, and there's a really nice little kind of cafe we had lunch at and beers at. So yeah, we just had a really relaxing couple of days here, and now we are moving on, and the weather is very light winds today, so we're going to take advantage and head north, because going north is going against the prevailing winds, so we kind of need to wait for light wind days or strategize about exactly where we're going so we can get a point of sail, ideally. But I think today we're going to aim for Samos, which we've been to before, if you recall, and we absolutely loved it. But in fact, last time we went to a marina, but we're going to, I think, anchor just outside instead this time, because the marina was lovely, but it was about, I think it was €50 a night for those of you who are interested, for a 45-foot catamaran. And we don't need to spend that much money. The anchorage looks really comfortable, so it's fine. For now, leaving this beautiful, beautiful anchorage. This is, I think, one of our favourite stops so far, even though I didn't film it, so I couldn't really show you guys. But it is just so tranquil. Nothing there apart from one little beach and one little kind of beach cafe. Loads of boats at anchor. Very popular spot. Beautiful water, just calm, well protected. You can see Leros in the background and then Kalimnos after. So just gorgeous vibes. Loved it.
I'm Terysa, this is Nick, and this is Ruby Rose 2, our floating home. If you want early access and ad-free videos, plus loads of other benefits, please consider joining our Patreon community. And for additional lifestyle and technical content, including exclusive podcasts, sign up to our Substack newsletter. Otherwise, please consider subscribing to our channel and leave a comment, because we love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Good morning, Ruby Roses. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. Kind of like, there's something about hearing other people's or other boats' anchors being raised that kind of galvanizes all the boats in the anchor to go, right, we're going to get going. So we have, it's 7, not even half past 7. Beautiful, beautiful, calm night. Like last night, incredible. About 10 o'clock, the wind dropped off to nothing. I stuck my head up. Because the thing is, when you're in a small anchorage and the wind drops off to nothing, everyone just floats around and just bobs around. It's actually the weight of the chain dropping down underneath the boat that holds the boat in place. But boats have all got different types of chain, and some people are on road, and therefore you kind of get this random pattern where boats just move around the anchorage. Anyway, that causes me sometimes some concern, because you can just drift into each other, little bumps. Nothing like the 30-ton fishing boat that popped into us the other night in 25 knots, but nonetheless, I put a few fenders out, looked up at the sky, could see the Milky Way just stretched across. It was just beautiful, like insanely beautiful last night. The camera can't pick it up, of course. But this morning, woke up again, completely flat calm, a very, very night and day difference to what we came in here with. We actually ducked into this beautiful little place because the wind was so, not the wind, the sea state was just so bloody uncomfortable. So anyway, today we are heading out of this little anchorage. I'll just take this down. We're going to take a course along here, and we're going to head up to Samos here.
I'm learning to take the forecast with a massive pinch of salt. I checked it literally before we left an hour ago, and it was very light winds, almost no wind, and coming from the west, and we now have 15 knots coming from the north, which is lovely if you're going downwind or if it's on the beam, but when you're punching into it, I mean, it's still not too bad at all. But it's just goes to show that I think the forecasting around here is it's clearly a very difficult area to forecast, despite the fact that the winds are almost always going from the same direction, but the wind strength seems to just be very difficult for the forecasters to work out what it's going to be. I think we're only about 15 miles from Samos. Oh, just got sprayed in the face. We're only about 15 miles away from Samos, so yeah, hopefully as we get closer to Samos, we will be further into the lee of the land, and hopefully this swell will just ameliorate a little bit. That's my hope. But that being said, it is a beautiful day on the water. Almost back in lovely Samos. This was one of the first places that we came to and we just absolutely loved it. It's always nice going back to somewhere that you've already been to before. I love going to new places. I love exploring new areas and, you know, finding new favorites, but there's also something really comforting, I guess, about coming back to somewhere that you've already been to before, and you just roll in, you know where everything is, you know, run out of food and was like, that's fine, there's a supermarket there, we know exactly what's in the supermarket. It's a mini market, really. What is happening with my hair? So yeah, very happy to be back in Samos. Interestingly, it's very calm where we are, and in about 100 meters I can see a load of whitecaps. So let's see whether we suddenly get hit by a gust of wind. It's possible that the wind is kind of coming off these quite high mountains and like really accelerating in this part of like I guess in the lee of this part of the island. I have to go back into the cockpit.
Do you know what? I would really love to take you all like on the musical journey that we have. And I say this a lot in our videos. It's kind of like we can't put the music in that we play for obvious copyright reasons, unless of course Mick Fleetwood wants to grant us the license to use Rumours in every video, because that's what we play. For some reason, this season has literally been us reliving Rumours. So we raise anchor. It's like our what we do. We raise anchor. Well, we get up, we make coffee, we raise anchor, start the engines, do the engine checks, play Fleetwood Mac. That's our day. Anyway, this morning it is really lovely and flat calm. The wind speed, it's kind of nuts. The true wind speed is 10 knots, feeling 14, which we only had 20 the other day, 6 knots, but the sea state is just completely different at the moment, and we're kind of hoping that this lasts. Anyway, I've got to go forward in a bit, and as I said, unjig the bridle. One of the bridles is it spins round, and when the boat spins round, you end up with just like the 3 strands unstranding, and that is not good for safety. There's a loss of strength there. So I need to go and get my snips, get some Monell wire, undo the bridle, and put the new one. Just do some work. So it should hopefully not be too much shenanigans.
Just as beautiful as I remember. It's all sand. I don't know what's wrong. Anchor's not coming down, the chain is stuck. Yeah?
Do some circles for a while.
Okay.
Just jill around slowly, yeah? I don't know if it's going to take an hour or a minute.
Oh, I see. The anchor itself is stuck.
Yeah.
Oh. Jesus. Okay. Take 2.
Is it okay? Is it seen
Yep.
the right way?
Yep.
Good. So debrief. Basically, we got into an anchorage, dropped the anchor, and it didn't drop. The issue is that the anchor's got a curve on it, and I put the anchor pulled up, and where that joint, that kind of bend was in the anchor, it kind of got caught behind the stainless steel bar that protects the anchor box from getting damaged. Now, it's actually, I really bruised my hand just trying to get it. It's okay, it's fine, just a bruise. But I think the reason that happened, this is the first time that's ever happened in a year.
Yeah.
I raised the anchor all the way myself today using that helm control.
Yeah, you did.
And essentially, I've just pulled it up and maybe just
Put it too much.
put it too much and it's clicked underneath it.
Yeah.
So the last meter or so really does need to be done from that position.
And we normally do. That's I think the first time.
That's how we normally do it.
Yeah.
And essentially, that is what the problem is.
Okay.
So it shouldn't happen again. We've just done something a different way.
All right, lunchtime. Well done for cooking our lunch while all that was going on. Wind has died off completely and swung around a little bit, and it has suddenly become very, very hot. I cannot wait to jump in that water. Nick's just having a little nap, so I'm not going to go swimming without him. But yeah, it looks beautiful. It's clear, gorgeous.
Quickly, I'm drowning. You can't swim with one hand.
I don't care if you drown. Hold still.
Seriously?
Follow me as I go into the water.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Daly, eat your heart out.
Everyone about how you gave yourself a nice little haircut today? She's a dirty girl, covered in salt. Look at the state view. Another factor about living on a boat is always on the hunt for things like bins. What else? Provisions. Just the basics. I know.
Now.
You need some cucumbers? So for a salad. They actually look quite good.
What do you want?
Zucchinis and eggplants, please. Just as beautiful, if not more so, than I recall. Yamas.
This is a big old lump, isn't it? Of a beer.
I've had a great day. And now we're back in one of our favourite locations. We're anchored, so we don't have to pay. I think, from memory, for those of you who are interested, it was €50 and 61 euros a night. So probably that included electricity. That was with electricity and water. Yeah, 61.
We have a water maker, so it's
I know.
Water maker.
I know. So yeah, 61 euros a night here, and we're just anchored out there for free, and it's just we can swim off the boat. You know, the view's just as good. We can bring the dinghy in. Yeah. That said, for monohulls out there is some swell coming in because there's hardly any wind, and I can see them from here, even rocking around. But we're going to sit here, have a little beer, and then order some food, and just have a nice evening for sure. It's just so ridiculously picturesque.